Good morning, guys. It turns out with the last video I did, I managed to miss quite a few of the hardy plants, tropical looking plants in our garden. So I thought of making another quick one, just going through the ones that I missed the last time. And hopefully I'll be able to catch a few more and give you some names and how they look like and what they're like a bit more. Right, let's give it a go. You can see Canna tropicana on its way there, little green yellow one. They do become quite a bit bigger than that, and they usually disappear during the winter but resprout during the spring. They flower very beautifully too. So yeah, I've got two colors that actually thrive in our garden, this one and the standard green one. This is the other Canna that we've got, again on its way, and still quite early in the growing season, so they're not very big, but they will become quite good looking. This was sold to me as, and it's quite widely sold as, Yucca avifolia purpurea, because of the purple color, but I've been assured that this is actually Yucca desmitiana rather than avifolia purpurea, so I would say Yucca desmitiana. It's not a very hardy one, it doesn't grow big, it has the leaves are not very rigid, so it's quite looking plant and it's not too spiky. That is Cycas panzihuensis, the most cold hardy of the cycads. It is supposedly growing faster than the other than the sagu palm, Cycas revoluta. Well, this is not a very big one, so that's probably the reason, but I haven't noticed any difference in the growth rate. Unfortunately, the new flush, which may be actually moving already, in here in the middle, if you can see it, it seems like it is the favorite food of swags. Every year I'm fighting the swags, and they usually manage to destroy at least half of the new leaves that are appearing. But I'm still living in hope that once it gets a little bit bigger, it will protect itself better. Still, I'm doing what I can. This is a small Phoenix theoprasti. Again, allegedly this is the most cold hardy of the phoenixes, and it is the spikiest probably too. So when it does hopefully grow a bit bigger, we may have a little bit of a problem because it's not too far away from the paths, but at the moment it's still doing well, and hopefully it will grow a bit more. This is the pomegranate tree. It has quite spectacular leaves, colors when the new leaves. Also it will have quite spectacular flowers too. Ours is flowering, but we still haven't eaten proper pomegranates. Maybe we just need a very good year, which will happen, I hope, this year. We do have passion fruit plant here. Very spectacular flowers. We also do eat passion fruits every year, and yeah, it's a very nice plant. Turning left, here is the Kumquat tree. It's again, it's a fruit tree, but as yet we haven't eaten any fruits. Alright, another top type of Cordyline, which is not as cold hardy as the standard Cordyline australis. It's Cordyline chocolate mint. Very interesting looking leaves, like a lime green and chocolate brown. So unfortunately, as you can see, we lost the big plant, but fortunately for us, as we were hoping to, we have two little ones sprouting. I hope you can see them. Yep, you can see a little bit of the leaf there. in the jungle here. So yeah, we will have one pup here and one on the left. So with the rate of growth it has, I'm hoping that it will be visible maybe in a year or two, a bit more, but it is growing and it is happy, so we are quite happy too. Next is Museo Carpa, Japanese lotus banana, I think it was called. Commonly it's flowering. After the flower the stem dies, but fortunately they are usually pups, so you don't lose the plant altogether. What happened is we had a very big specimen, but it was in our side garden, and looking for the sun it was leaning quite a lot towards the path, so we decided to remove it. Unfortunately the operation didn't go as well as we hoped. In the process of trying to remove it, the stem broke off, so we still managed to get out the roots. There were lots of pups which we put in a lot of places. We tried to reroot the main stem too, but so far this is the only one that here that has started growing again. So hopefully we haven't lost it altogether. So it will take time to become the specimen that it once was, but still it's a process, and I do hope that some of the other ones that we rescued, the other pups, they will show eventually. It's still quite early in the growing season. This is the strawberry tree. It does produce strawberry like fruit, which is quite interesting looking. It tastes nothing like strawberry really, but it can be eaten, and it's quite nice looking, quite interesting one. Olea europea, that's the olive tree next to it. So this one is not very big, so it is flowering from time to time, but we still haven't seen olives. We have one outside that I will show you in another video, and you will see some olives too. The green one over there with the delicate leaves, Albrillisia julibrissin. It's a tongue twister for me, so it's quite difficult for me to say it. It has very fine leaves and it's quite spectacular when it flowers, yellow flowers. So it's really nice looking. I love it. Mimosa. We have another type of it, which is a bit less cold hardy. It's called summer chocolate. It's over here, the one that the monkey is on. It has just started to show its new leaves, but when they appear properly, this one has a chocolatey type, the same type of leaves as this one, but in chocolate, dark brown color. So it is really quite spectacular. We love this one. Next one is Yucca decipiens. It's another type of yucca that we have, and it's been growing quite nicely actually. It is supposed to become a big yucca given time and space, so yeah, quite enjoyable to look at. This is a magnolia. What was the name? It's my wife's favorite, one of the favorite plants of my wife. She loves magnolias. So she convinced me that this is the most tropical looking one, and apparently it comes from milder climates too. So it has the biggest leaves of any magnolias, and so this one is quite nice looking. We put it here. Hopefully in time it will produce big banana looking like leaves. This is Yucca trichuleana. It is another big yucca. We used to have one with trunk. Unfortunately, when we bought it, it didn't root. It wasn't very well rooted, and it didn't root too well, and it kind of died, the main stem. But This is the pup that we saved, and since we've planted it, it's been growing. It's not growing very much and it's a bit unruly looking, but it is still growing and it seems to be recovering quite well, so I have good hopes with it. The last one I'm going to mention is Yucca. We bought it as a very small plant, as it was another interesting variety, and of course the price was very acceptable when it is a little plant rather than a big one. But it's been growing here for a few years now and it's beginning to look quite a bit better than it used to. So that's it, guys, for this. I will probably do another video going through the plants in our side and front gardens and telling you a little bit more about that, but that is for another day. Have a good weekend. Bye.